dry chips. But I can't remember how much this one is.
46.
46.
Sorry, I forgot to hit the record button. So that's what I was doing there. And that was number 18. I don't remember if I said the number. Maybe not. Maybe so. Okay, our next lucky ducky number is number 11, which is the new blush sticks with Heidi.
Now, um, I have zero left on my shelf. So I am like proof that if you haven't got these yet, you need them because they go fast and they are creamy. They have vitamin E in them. They have a coconut and jojoba oil, I think is how you say that. However you say it, it's amazing. And I I didn't grow up in cream cheek color world. I had always done powder, and so whenever cheek color or cream cheek comes out, I'm always like, oh, okay, I'll try it. But there's something special about this one, and I've had a lot of my younger customers say is that cheek color, cream cheek color is so on trend. And so just tapping it on your cheeks, buffing it in, and then add a little bit to your lip, great lip color as well. It comes in two colors, Spark Change and Kind Spirit. And when you purchase part of these, it goes to support the Mary Kay Foundation that Mary Beth mentioned earlier. And so your cheek color is doing more than just making you look beautiful. It's making women healthier and stronger all around the US. And they sell for $16 each. And when your cheek color does more than make you look good and feel good and goes beyond, you just can't go wrong. So, which is probably why they're running out of my store. So,
Yeah, I've not been able to keep them on my shelf either. They're crazy. And have you used them on your lips?
yes, yep. I'll do my cheek like this and then I just do a little extra on my lips.
Yeah, they're awesome on the lips. They're so moisturizing. Okay,
I'm a dry girl, so I'll take all the moisture I can get.
me too. Me too. All right, next lucky ducky number is 14, which is, oh, the new foundations. And that is me. I get to talk about these. Oh my gosh, I am loving, loving, loving these guys. And let me just get to my great notes here because they come in matte and luminous. They're called the Time Wise 3D Foundation, which that's what they were called before. But now we are recommending the luminous foundation is good for most people. I used to always recommend matte and not so much anymore. I'm even wearing luminous, which is kind of crazy amazing, but it has incredible coverage with a lightweight feel. It has buildable coverage. So first layer you put on is going to be a medium coverage. You can put on a second layer for a complete full coverage and it doesn't feel heavy at all because it has skin loving ingredients. It has glycerin, it has vitamin B3, it has age defying peptides, resveratrol, and that jojoba oil again, which provides the flawless skin smoothing coverage. There's 36 new shades with all different undertones. It has an IntelliMatch technology, which means it's going to match your skin perfectly. I was on a foundation training this last weekend with makeup artist Lori Hogg, and now I understand how all these crazy undertones work. Because I'll be honest with you, I was kind of confused and feeling a little lost. But most of them have a neutral undertone. And then a few have a hint of pink, a few have a hint of warm yellow, a few have a peach, and a few have a golden warmer yellow undertone. So I was just totally confused by how could you have a cool, warm undertone at the same time? Well, she broke it all down and now I think I know what I'm doing. So anyway, but after the event, I totally changed what I'm wearing. Now I'm wearing a completely different color. I'm wearing medium 11, which just blows me away, but I'll have to show a picture of my chest where I put them on my chest because that's where the best place it is to figure out what color you should be using. But anyway, prior to this event, I was saying to people, who in the world would wear an ash undertone? Because there's an ash undertone in there. Because I thought of ash, that makes me remind of dead people. But guess what? Who's wearing an ash undertone now? I am. It's kind of crazy, but I truly was struggling to find the perfect shade. But anyway, I am doing multiple Meet Your Match events at my house this month. So if you're local, tell your consultant you'd love to come to one. because it's truly amazing once you get it on your face and see what a difference it is. And we consider it not to be makeup. It's the last step in your skincare routine. It's protection. It's kind of like the windshield on your car. And these sell for 28. So that was number 14. Okay, next lucky ducky number is number 12, and that is the men's shave. It's a shave cream, I think it's called now, and that's with Katrina.
Did you say it's shave cream?
Yeah, did you think it was the cleansing gel?
Mhm.
Okay, you can talk
But
about that. I don't care.
I
The
barely
bottles
didn't
are the
look at
same.
yeah, clearly didn't look at it very well. As I was like, I don't have the shave cream.
That's okay.
But here's the men's, and I only have the box because it's actually in the shower for Bryce. But this is the men's daily face wash, and actually, this is the only face wash that Bryce will use and says that it's the only one that actually gets his face clean and his beard clean. So he uses like a beard oil or beard paste or whatever. And this is the only thing that'll actually get that back out for him. Um, and smells good, cleanses really well. He also, I think, goes through it so fast because he uses it on his whole body for his body wash. But that's because he does get really bad like body acne, and so he says that this helps that over just using like a normal body wash, like on his like shoulders and his back. Um, but it is suitable for all skin types. It's tested for any irritants and allergies. Um, and he does use it twice a day because he washes in the morning and at night, and then he also keeps a bottle in the shower to use as well.
Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, our next lucky ducky number is number 20, the lifting serum. That's with Heidi.
For those of us old enough to know what pantyhose are, and now we call them Spanx or shapewear, I present to you lifting serum for your face, because when you want everything to tighten up, smooth out, and gravity is pulling things down all the time. So we want to lift things up and put them back. This is your girl, lifting serum. I would be lost without this. And one of the things that I have always done is do two pumps and put it up and out on my face. And then I always do my neck because my neck ages at the same, all of our necks age at the same rate as our face does. And so I want a great looking face as well as a great looking neck. And I was thinking about this in the last couple of months, I thought my face was feeling a little dry and I'm already dry. So I was like, why am I going through this? I was giving myself an extra pump. And what I found I really needed to add was the Barrier Restore into my skin kit. And because I needed to help hold some of that moisturizer in versus just adding more. So versus using too much of one product, I needed something else to help balance that out. But if you want to boycott age and join my secret club about boycotting age, you guys, I am in another group and there's a lady and she just turned 50, and I know we don't tell ages, but I'm not 50, I'm more than 50, and I thought she was like 10 or 15 years older than me. I was like, oh, and so when I tell you that this is good stuff for your skin and it's never too late to start, it is never too late to start because we all want to look and feel great and that intrinsic beauty when we feel good inside and outside, it all comes together and makes us really powerful. So lifting serum is your new best friend.
Amen. Amen. Okay, next lucky ducky number is 13. A lucky 13, that's Heidi with the berry and vanilla,
Oh,
right? Body
okay.
wash and shower gel. Or lotion.
So I love layering my products. And so anytime you have products where you can layer, the scent will stay with you longer, but it's not going to be stronger. It's not going to be like overbearing and you're like, oh, it just hangs with me all the time. So I love having the shower gel, wash off all the gunk and grit of the day or the morning, whenever you're showering. As you can tell, I'm going to be showering soon, so talking about grit and junk of the day. But I love, especially in the evening, when I'm showering with this and or putting lotion on, because there's nothing more calming than lavender. I know a lot of people will put lavender oils in their diffusers and stuff because it helps you sleep better. So why not just put it straight on your body and just absorb it? And then who doesn't love vanilla? Vanilla is one of those scents like the smell of rain. You can't not like vanilla. And what a great great gift to have on hand if you need a hostess gift for if you're going somewhere, or all of a sudden we're still getting graduation invitations in the mail, and so you're like, oh, these make great gifts amongst other things. I have a customer who wants to get a gift for her realtor because they just helped close on a house, and so we did a set of this. So you just can't go wrong. It's a perfect scent for anybody and everybody. So love that. Oh, and I will tell you the price. Great price point at they're 20 each, so $40 for the set.
Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay. And I'm drawing my names out of this cute little bathtub. This was the bathtub in Mary Kay's house. And then they moved it to her office. And so it's just a little replica of her actual bathtub. So love it, love it, love it. Okay, the next lucky number is number 19, which is the Serum C plus E. Oh my gosh. I always say it, this is my favorite product. A lot of them are my favorites, but this is really one of my favorites because everyone needs vitamin C. I did not realize how important vitamin C is, but vitamin C is your skin's repair crew plus shield because it boosts your SPF protection, it helps heal, and it makes all your other anti-aging ingredients work better. This serum this serum has multiple forms of vitamin C. Some stay on the surface to fight off daily damage, while other parts of the vitamin C goes down deep to heal and rebuild. And the fun fact is you can't make vitamin C. Your body can't make vitamin C. And no matter how much you get in your nutrition or you take vitamin C vitamins, it doesn't reach your skin. So topical is the only way to get vitamin C going to work on your skin. The vitamin E in here makes the vitamin C more effective. So think of it as the sidekick that makes the superhero even stronger. So it's a great product to amp up your skincare routine. And there's a little window on the side here so you can see when you're running out. It pumps it up from the bottom. It's just a serum that looks like that. This is to go on after you cleanse, but if you're doing any boosters, it's got to go on after your boosters. So it's going to go on before moisturizer or before that barrier restore and then moisturizer. But it will protect, it will repair, and it'll help you glow like a superhero. So cost is $60. All right. The next lucky ducky number is number 9, which is Heidi with I Choose Mary Kay.
So some of you who are on here right away and heard that I joined Mary Kay to get my products at a discount. And so I joined. I'll tell you a little bit more about it, but then I don't want to focus so much on me, but I want to talk about why you might consider it. And so, but when when you can get a product you love at a discount and your friends and family are buying similar products from another place, why not get that for you? So then your product could become free, or you make some little extra, which is kind of how I took it from going from getting a discount to my mom and sisters could get their Mary Kay from me to gal at work needed it. And so going from a person who loves skincare and loves satin hands, and just sharing that is what I loved. And I did occasionally put on some foundation when I wanted to look a little more professional. If I really get dangerous, I'd have spun silk eyeshadow and hazelnut eye color on. And I don't know. That was what it was. And I did have a plum lipstick too in my arsenal for things. And so that was what I did. And I just loved that. And I remember I worked for a bank. I come from corporate America, and corporate America, you get the dream job, but you get corporate hours. So you get all the extra hours and none of the extra pay. And I remember one day thinking, I need to make some extra cash so I can pay off my last student loan and save money to travel to warm tropical places so I could thaw out in the middle of the winter. And I thought about getting a job at the mall and went, oh, they're going to want all my nights and weekends. Well, I was in bank marketing, and that's when you get all the vendor fairs or the shows, all the extra stuff happens. So my schedule wasn't that flexible. And so I decided, I remembered Mary Beth telling me if I would hold one Mary Kay party a week, I could make about $100 profit. And so I thought about that, and I thought, I can pick and choose which 2 hours I would spend hosting a Mary Kay party, and then I would put that money away. Now, if I would done that every week of the year, I would have had a $5,000 bonus in my pocket. Now, did I do that every year or every week? No. Did I get fired? No. Did Mary Beth get mad at me? No. She would just continue to encourage me and support me at where I was at and understood that life happens. But looking back, if my boss would have said, Heidi, you have to work an extra 2 hours a week every week for the whole year, and I would give you a $5,000 bonus, I would have done a heartbeat. I would have never thought twice about not doing it for him. And so I share that with you today to look back into what we do for other people that we don't do for ourselves and making ourselves a priority. So when the time came to make myself a priority in my business, I realized that I didn't want to be tied to somebody else's shoestrings and have somebody tell me what I was worth and how much I get paid. And I know many of you are sitting there thinking, but my job has benefits and my job is secure. And you know what? You're right, but also remember that your job is only secure as long as your boss or the owner is doing well. And when they're not, then your job no longer becomes secure. And benefits, I have the best benefits money can buy. Whatever my money can buy, that's what we have, and they're pretty darn good. The world of benefits has changed a lot, so don't worry about those while you're building your business. It will come the way God intended it to be. We will when the student's ready, the teacher appears, is what Karen Cradaville taught us. So when you're thinking about the Mary Kay opportunity, it's not something we're asking you to sign up today and quit your job tomorrow. It's about growth and self-confidence. And I had a really good job and I was confident in the job I did, but I was not confident in the person that I was. And being able to decide what was important to me and what I valued and what were my priorities. And when I joined Mary Kay, it was really about the sisterhood. And no matter what I was doing in my personal life or my work life, you'd go to the Mary Kay events just like these that are on Zoom or in person, and people will encourage you. They want you to be successful, and that doesn't exist in all circles. And so when you're thinking about a place you want to be and people want to be with you and you're constantly praised about things you're doing good. And at my other job, I just only heard about when things went wrong. And we find your strengths and what you're good at, and you will find your way, and you'll find this wonderful family of, we call it the pink bubble, where anything is possible. Once you say it out loud and start dreaming it, there's a plan, and we're here to help. I could go on and on, but I just share those with you because there's just so much good in this career that you can benefit from. And there's a lot of things like that are more like numbers. Like you can make money, you sure can. You can get great tax deductions, you can earn prizes and things like that. And Mary Kay is not get rich quick, but if you're willing to work, you can certainly achieve any one of those big goals. If you want a diamond ring, you can get a diamond ring. If you want a pink Cadillac, you can get one of those too. But I would say most of us would start Mary Kay with super excitedness, having an extra $100 a week. And imagine what that would do for your family's budget, $400 a month, maybe even 500, get crazy, and then think about what that would be at the end of the year if you had that tucked away each month, each week, and what that could do to change your life and the life of your kids or your family or the other people that are in your circle. So, and um, if you want to know more, you can reach out to any one of us. That's the thing about Mary Kay. We will share our heart, but we will connect you with your consultant so that she's the one that brought you to the dance, and we want to make sure you're on her team. So just because you heard something from my heart, or maybe in Katrina or Mary Beth's story tonight, you can ask us anything. We are open books, but we will guide you and we will help train you and teach you. But you would connect through into Mary Kay or sign up through your consultant, whoever she might be. So, did I miss anything, Mary Beth?
No, you're
Okay.
amazing.
Okay.
Can I sign up under you
Yes, you may. Oh,
again?
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Next lucky ducky number is number 5 with Katrina and the new Fanorama.
Okay, so here is the new Fanorama, which is now added to define and lift at the end of that title. So it would be just like the old Fanorama, but even a little bit better. I loved the old, didn't know it could get any better until this one came out. Um, but it still has the same brush, that triple zone brush with like the silicone bristles on it to help capture every single lash, just like the title, the name says, define and lift. But it also has um vitamin E to help moisturize, strengthen, and condition the lashes. And then I find that this actually helps my lashes stay curled longer compared to the older version of this, the previous version of this, and less clumping. I didn't have a lot of clumping with the previous version, but this one is even less. You gotta like, I don't know, maybe get like 6 coats on there before it would clump. I've done like 2, 3, and it still doesn't clump. So it is my now favorite. It was just the new and improved.
Yay, yay, yay. And I've got pictures posting of her lashes and other before and after pictures are popping on there of some of the products that we're talking about. Okay, next lucky ducky number is number 17. That is the new complexion sponge. And this is what it looks like, brand new, right out of the package. This is what it looks like when you use it. This is mine from this morning. It's dirty. I haven't washed it yet, but that's how much bigger it gets once you get it wet. But using a sponge to apply your foundation can give a sheer, a medium, or even a full coverage. But it's going to give you an even coverage by using a sponge. It gives control and super blending power. I was always a fingers or a brush girl, but I love this new sponge. It's much softer than the previous sponge. You get very precise application with the tip. I love that in towards the eye, up around the eye. And what I do is I apply like a blueberry size amount of foundation. I like a lot of foundation in on the back of my hand, and I either use the flat side or the back side. I don't think it really makes a big difference, but you want to get this damp. So I always wash it before in the morning before I'm going to use it. So then that's when I wash it from the previous day. But um, you're going to use it damp to apply liquids, but you're going to use it dry. You can use it to apply powders with it dry. And you just pick up some powder and pat that on your face with it. Always do a patting motion. You never do a smearing rubbing motion. And when you use your fingers to apply foundation, your foundation is not going to be well blended. It's going to be unbalanced. And oils from your fingers tend to warm up and adding more oil to the foundation. So if you're an oily girl and you like shine, use your fingers. It'll help with that. But always, I think a sponge is amazing. And the complexion sponge sells for 14. Okay, next lucky ducky number is number 2, which I think that's the retinol, right, Heidi? Yeah.
Okay. So this is our second retinol that we've had. The first one came out a couple years ago and then they updated it. And what I love about the new retinol, it is a zero point 0.3 retinol. Our old one was 0.5. And some people could love that intensity and no problems, and some people were a little sensitive and you had to follow a lot of rules for using it. So Mary Kay said, you know what? We know as women we don't like a lot of rules, so we're going to make it easier to use. So they made retinol 0.3. So this is like the easy button. So you don't have to retinize your skin. You just jump right in and use it. You want to use it at night after you cleanse your face. And the reason you put it on at night is that's when our skin is most active, building those new skin cells. And so you want to get that first thing in your pores so that your skin cells are getting younger, smoother, and firmer. And that way, when you wake up in the morning, your skin is younger, smoother, and then you always want to wear sunscreen with this because this can make your skin sensitive to the sun. And one pump will take your be enough for your whole face, and the it's safe enough, like I said, to use daily, and it's clinically shown to improve the appearance of wrinkles, skin firmness, radiance, and smoothness, plus blotchiness. And it has a I was just gonna give you the statistics. I have too many screens open and I can't get them to scroll here. Hold on. Uh, a dermatologist tested non-comedogenic, fragrance-free. Here we go. After 1 week, the look of deep lines is improved. Firmness, radiance, and skin tone will be improved. Skin looked and felt improved. And after 4 weeks, the look of blotchiness will be improved, wrinkles more improved. And after 12 weeks, so if you started right now, by the end of summer, 100% of women's skin texture was smoother and skin smoothness was improved by 55%. 100% of women had less visible blotchiness. 90% of women's fine lines and wrinkles were less visible. 86% of women showed a visible reduction in deep lines with a very impressive average improvement of 44%. Firmness increased by 27% and even tone improved by 37%. So who wouldn't want to have a summer where you're going to reinvent your skin? And this sells for $70.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, next lucky ducky number. No bingos yet, huh? Next number is number 1, and that is to host a party and earn perks. And so all the consultants on here maybe have a different party plan that they do, but tonight I'm going to offer a really, really, really good one because we are running to finish out our goals. So you can get 100 free when you party with me or your consultant when you have 5 friends present at your party. If by chance you don't have 5 friends that are in attendance, you as the hostess can then purchase whatever you want at 30% as long as you have 3 friends in attendance. So that is the party plan we are issuing for tonight. And your party has to be held by June 30th, by the end of our Mary Kay year. Okay, next lucky ducky number is number 7 with Katrina, and that is our sunscreens.
All right. So I have that's not the sunscreen, that's after sun gel. Here's sunscreen. So this one is SPF 50. You can use this for head to toe protection. But it is sweat and swim water resistant for about 80 minutes. It's very weightless and it's a doesn't leave like a film on your skin. No white cast and it's non-sticky. So I've actually had a lot of my mom friends reaching out saying, "What sunscreen are we using on our kids this summer?" And this one is my favorite. So there was a time where Mary Kay did not have the sunscreen as they were reformulating, and I had to find sunscreens for Onyx, and they were all not great. A lot of them were very sticky, very thick, and if you're trying to put, at the time he was 1, trying to put a one sunscreen on a 1-year-old who just wants to go run around and you're trying to rub and rub and rub and rub and rub it to get this sunscreen to soak in, you do not have that problem with this one. I can coat Onyx and Kenna so fast in this. And then it doesn't leave them like greasy. It really doesn't have like a super, super strong um smell to it. I mean, it still has that sunscreeny smell, but it's not strong at all like some of them are. And it's suitable for all skin types, skin tones, including sensitive skin, because I have 2 kids with incredibly sensitive skin and we have no issues with this. And I've now sold it to several of my friends who have all agreed that this is now their new favorite sunscreen because they have the same thing of trying to rub a thick, greasy lotion into a toddler's skin. And this is $30. And then the other one, I don't think I grabbed it, is the SPF 30 mineral sunscreen for your face. I've also used that one all over Kenna, and it's what I also use on Onyx when they were young. Also go between that or this 50 for Kenna as well. But I like that it was a mineral sunscreen, so it's very suitable for the sensitive skin. So I had good luck with that. And you don't need anything really more than 50. 30, 50 is also great for your SPF. I will also just grab the 30 mineral for myself if I just need to put some on like my chest or my shoulders if something's showing. Quick if I'm like going out for a walk or a bike ride as well.
Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. And that one I think is 28, correct?
Yes.
On that one. All right. Okay, and we have a couple bingos I see. Yay, yay, yay. Lynette Flynn, you have won the Rose Noir lip color. And Paula Heim, you have won the Satin Hands hand cream. Okay, next lucky ducky number is number 16, and that is all the boosters. I'm not sure why I put these all in one because it's lots of information here, but it's all 4 of our amazing, amazing boosters. These are the additives, ladies. These are kind of like the seasonings on your food. The and then some is what I like to call them. They do not take the place of any of your regular skincare. That is first and foremost. So I just want to give you a little brief overview of each of them. Let's start with the HA and ceramide hydrator. This is the blue one. I like to refer to the color of the ink because it's easier to say than the big long words, but they all have a little dropper and it's just like water almost, the product that's inside there. So it's very runny. It's a serum. And so that means the serum's always got to go on before any, what's that really? Is serum the right word? Because the lifting serum and that has to go on next. But just remember, the runnier the product, the closer to the skin it has to go. So that's what we want to remember. But this is the one that you can use with every other booster. The other four you cannot layer on top of each other. They don't play well together on the playground. This one plays well with everybody. And this one everybody can use, whether you're dry or whether you're oily. It works for all skin types because you know what? You can have oily skin and still be dehydrated. The HA stands for hyaluronic acid. It's the main component that gives your skin structure. It gives your skin smoothness. It's responsible to plump and hydrate your skin. It's a little tiny molecule and it's like an ant. It can carry 1,000 times its weight in water and it hydrates your skin. The ceramide that's in there is super important too because it's a lipid. It's a special oil that tells your skin you need to produce more when your skin is dry, or if your skin is oily, it's going to say, hey, you don't need to produce as much. It forms a invisible barrier on that skin. Oxygen can get through it, and when water tries to escape, it captures it. So it's just amazing. It should be used on top of any of the other boosters. So it goes on after any one of the other boosters if you're using two of the boosters at the same time. It has sugar squalene in it, which makes it feel kind of sticky when you put it on. And that is the ceramide, is what the sugar squalene is. So it's going to feel kind of sticky, but once you put your moisturizer on top of it or just another serum on top of it, it kind of locks it in and then it doesn't feel sticky anymore. Okay. And you only need, I just use like one big drop of it. The directions say 6 to 8. Oh my goodness. The first time I did that, I had enough for my whole body. You don't need that much. You kind of got to just play with it. It should be used both in the morning and at bedtime. And the cost of each of the boosters is $40. And then we have the C plus resveratrol line reducer. This is the purple one. And when you have a mama wrinkle, you know, the 11, you have forehead wrinkles, this is for you. If you're not sure where your wrinkles are, well, we have a skin analyzer app and it shows all. It's a free Mary Kay app called Skin Analyzer. Just go to your app store, type in Mary Kay, and it will pop up, and it's amazing what it can show you. And I heard an esthetician say that ours is by far more superior than anything she has seen or used out there. So go on there and play with it and see where you have some wrinkles or uneven skin tone or just whatever. Vitamin C, which I already talked about, is safe for all skin types. This is pure vitamin C. This is a little more potent vitamin C than what's in this guy. You can't use both of these. I don't recommend you're piling one of these on top of the other one because more is good. I think that would be way too much. You could have some skin irritation doing that. But this one also has resveratrol in there. And you know, resveratrol, what that does, it helps to boost the collagen in our skin. It's a plant protein. And in a plant, if a plant gets injured, what happens is the rest of the plant goes to work and produces more resveratrol to repair the damaged part of that plant. So that's in this guy as well. And again, should be used twice a day, morning and night. Then we have the orange one, the ferulic plus niacinamide brightener. This one is going to help with those icky dark spots, uneven skin tone. It has the niacinamide in there, which is vitamin B12, and that's what significantly helps to decrease those skin discolorations. It helps to protect your skin barrier again, and it's got navy bean extract in there, which also helps to improve the uneven skin tone and the brightness of your skin. And again, it should be just put on right after cleansing. And if you're using the blue one, that's going to go on top of it. And then any other serum, lifting serum, moisturizer. And then the last one is our PHA plus AHA resurfacer, the green one. This one targets your skin texture. It's going to accelerate the surface skin renewal and gently dissolve dead skin cells. And so the PHA stands for polyhydroxy acid. The polyhydroxy acid works on the surface layer of your skin. The AHA, which is the alpha hydroxy acid, this one accelerates the skin renewal and exfoliation by breaking apart the bonds between the dead skin cells down in the deeper layers. So this is a leave-on acid. I hate to say acid, but it's a natural acid, but that's what's doing the work of the exfoliating. And you put it on at night only, and you can use it 2 to 3 times a week. You cannot use it at the same time as you're doing the retinol that Heidi talked about, or on the same day of any other exfoliating product, or you cannot use it with anything with salicylic acid in. So that's the clear proof in the acne line. So you don't want to be using it at the same time of that. Your skin will really zing and zang. It does have a little glycerin in there as well, which is a humectant to help attract water in so you don't get dry. So I call this kind of the lazy man exfoliator. Like we've got our facial peel that you have to put on and leave on and then wash off, where this one you don't have to do that. So it kind of eliminates that wait time and having to take it back off. You just put it on, and then you're going to follow with any of your serums, your moisturizer, and you get to go to bed. So that is the PHA and AHA. So that is our 4 boosters. That was number 16. Okay, then we have number 6 with Miss Heidi. That is the cream color brush.
Yes. So this is I grabbed my personal cream color brush, and I didn't always use this. I used to use my finger, and then I discovered that even if your hands are clean, you just have a lot of natural oils and things on your hands. And so if you want more precise placement, and also, as you guys know, I'm not no, I was not a glamour diva, but I will say that brushes make it easier to get the makeup where it needs to be and you use less. And I always thought the brushes were for the people who just loved everything makeup and wanted to be cosmetologists and didn't find their calling or whatever. So what I do with the cream brush, when I'm putting on my concealer or my under eye corrector, I like to do a pin size on the back of my hand and tap in there. And then I tap under here. I go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I do like this, and then I come down like a triangle. So I also get some magic contouring as well. And then I also will go across my forehead and down my nose. So while I may not be like all into the glamour, I love my foundation and I love my concealer and my under eye corrector for contouring. So my face looks very natural. I'm a little red on my nose. I realized when I took my hat off there from the sunshine today. Um, but so we'll have a little extra layer up there and throughout the day. But when you get ready at 6 o'clock in the morning and your makeup stays on through all that says something. So anyway, so that's what you can use this for. And then this is also great to use for our liquid eyeshadows. And I say the word liquid a little bit, they're not really liquid anymore. There are cream eye colors. They're in a stick format. So they're not as like wet as they used to be. I'm going to say the eyeshadow stick, but when you stripe them on, you can use your finger to blend them in, but again, fingers. But if you stripe it on and then use your brush to blend on your eyelid up to your brow, you can get better placement, more even coverage. And then you can always go back with a second layer to get more contrast. So you can have 2 colors in one, or you can take another eyeshadow stick and blend it in with this. So I love the cream brush for those 2 purposes. So makes it just makes things look easier and less work. I'm always about saving time and not wasting my products. So that is the cream brush, and the cream brush sells for $12.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Wouldn't you agree she looks pretty darn good for putting her face on at 6 a.m. and being on sweaty outside all day? This makeup really works great.
Uh-huh. Uh, Finishing spray and foundation primer aren't on the bingo sheet, but they should be on your summer must-have bingo sheet.
Yes, they should be. So I have to ask, do you have the new formula foundation on, or do you still have the previous one on?
I did CC because I wanted a lighter weight and I wanted that
Oh,
extra layer of sunscreen today, so I went with CC cream today.
gotcha, gotcha. All right. Okay, so yes, Dana, don't use that PHA plus AHA on the same night as your retinol. You could use it on an opposite night. And then Nancy, I'm not sure what you're asking there. You said, what is this one? Can you elaborate a little bit more? Kind of maybe what you might have been what I might have been talking about. Okay, then on my next lucky ducky number is number 10, which is the dynamic wrinkle limiter. And who's that? That's Heidi.
That's me again. So this is your no needle alternative to wrinkles. It's pain free. I'm not a needle person, and I don't like putting extra things in my body that aren't necessary. So with this, it's the no needle alternative to relax the appearance of expression lines, and it's been inspired by a widely used wrinkle relaxing injection treatment. And this is a topical cream powered by 3 plant extracts to achieve comparable results with no frozen face effects either. We might have seen some celebrities out there. And these ingredients work together to help minimize the impact of facial expressions that cause the appearance of dynamic wrinkles, lines, and creases and facial expressions. And I was just going to tell you that clinically shown 76% to be shown 76% effective as widely used wrinkle relaxing injection treatments and a way better price point at $58.
Way better. Way, way, way better.
Yep.
Okay.
And you will see results in as quickly as 4 weeks. So between this and the retinol, you're gonna be a whole new woman at the end of the summer.
Yeah. Okay, Nancy, the first booster I talked about was the blue booster, the HA plus ceramide hydrator. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, then we have number 3, which is the under eye corrector with Katrina.
Well, I really should have paid better attention
Oh,
because
what'd you
I
think
thought it
about
was
it?
just the concealer.
Hey, that
I'm
works.
sure overall I can talk about both of them. But I only have that concealer here.
Look
But
at
it's a
them.
multi-benefit formula to conceal redness, dark spots, blemishes, any other skin discoloration that you might have. So you can use it under your eyes, but you can also use it basically anywhere on your face. Heidi was talking about how she uses hers. But it's creamy, long wear, full coverage concealer, and um, it also includes the vitamin E and glycerin, so it's very much more like moisturizing, not as drying, and it's not going to settle into your fine lines and wrinkles or make them more apparent in this newer formula. And then it still has that natural look to it though, so it's not going to make your skin also look cakey or anything. And then for the under eye corrector, that is going to be more of a peach undertone. That is really going to help to combat dark circles, the blue purple that you get under your eyes. The peach is going to be um, what is going to help cover that up the best. So it's going to offset the blue undertones.
Fabulous. And if you've seen Katrina do any of the makeup tutorials, you know she's got some wicked dark circles that really hides away. Hides it away. Well, I see we have 3 more bingos. Yay, just in time because it's 9 o'clock. We got to cut it off. And so, Marcia, you can pick your consultant. So if you want some samples to share with your customers, or if you want an actual product, these are the next 3 products I have in line here. So Molly wins and Barb wins. We have what's this called? This is our satin hand scrub that I love to just sit this by the sink. We have a lavender and coconut lotion, I do believe. Yes, and we have a translucent powder. So that's our next three lucky prizes there. All right, ladies. Well, let me grab my notes here because I know I have one more thing I need to talk about and then we can wrap this all up. But congratulations to all of our Lucky Ducky winners. But I want to just say a great big thank you so much for joining in the fun tonight with us. Without all of you, we would not be in business. So thank you for shopping local and for making our business so much fun. And thank you, Heidi and Katrina. You are so incredibly awesome. And I am so thankful that both of you are a part of my life. The code word for tonight is number one, because Mary Kay is the number one direct selling brand of skincare and color cosmetics in the world. So be sure and fill out that Google Doc so I have your info to get you your prize, and have a beautiful, powerfully pink and on purpose rest of your night. I love you all wildly. So bye for now. I'll check questions to see if there's any other questions that I missed. We'll see you next time.